Walk in the door. Back, 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 pack, pack, pack. Pack. What up, y'all? Josh and EC here once again with another quality video. As you can tell from the title, we are back with another story time. You guys asked for it, so we decided we're gonna bring it to you. It is the story time of the first time that we went to the strip club. Crazily enough, our first time was together.
Yeah, I had never been before.
And I had never been before. I don't think we either one of us saw a purpose in going.
Yeah, I would have never gone had it not had the story we're about to explain to you guys taken place. It probably just never
Yeah, we haven't been back since, but the last time we went, I think we had a pretty interesting time. Before we get into all of this, go ahead and hit those buttons down at the bottom of the screen. You already know what to do, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Just so you guys know, we didn't discuss this story before getting on camera.
We're freestyling.
We are freestyling entirely, so this story is going to be all over the place. But just follow us. Eventually, we'll hit it off. We'll hit it off.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So we have to take it back to, I think, 2019. It was 2019 because that was the last time YouTube Black was before the pandemic hit in 2020.
Oh, before the panda came.
Yeah.
Man, Coco really ruined everything.
Yeah. So you got nicknames? The Panda, Coco. What's up?
But either way, 2019, we went to YouTube Black. I will say I was personally not invited.
Oh my gosh.
This was, I gotta give her flowers. She got invited to YouTube Black. She got a +1, so I was +1 Josh at that point. I think we kind of told this in the story time before where that was kind of like the kickoff to us really going hard on Josh and EC YouTube type stuff. But during that trip, we had an interesting encounter with friends, and then we just ended up, I
don't know who initiated it because it wasn't the people we were kicking it. What is it?
No, so basically what happened was she was with the girls, I was with the guys. Guys were like, let's do something lit, whatever. Let's hit the strip club.
Oh, I guess to give context to people who don't even know what YouTube Black is and all that good stuff. YouTube Black was in Atlanta this year. And Atlanta is known for
the strip clubs,
all that good stuff.
All the good stuff.
So they had all us black influencers in Atlanta. It's honestly, now that I think of it, it was bound for someone to think like.
Someone just clicking like, you know what? Yeah, while we're here, YOLO. So we decided to YOLO it.
It was a lot of us too.
Yeah, we rolled.
There's a lot of carpool in it. It was like 3-4 cars, I think.
I almost want to say we were like 10
or more. Deep.
10 plus deep.
Oh, it had to be more than 10.
Because we took multiple cars, huh?
And the section and everything.
Yep, the section was fat. So, anyways,
we're trying to take ourselves back.
First strip club. We get there, everybody's figuring out parking. First thing we go
cover
in.
Charge.
Cover charge. They was taxing at the door.
That's why we don't really go out to the clubs anyway. On top of the fact that we're homebodies, we hate the cover charge.
Yeah, the cover charge really kind of blew us.
Taxing.
It wasn't the financial part, but our mindset was way different, about strip clubs and how we spend our money and stuff like that.
Yes, that was it. That was it. It wasn't a financial. It was we don't spend our money on things we don't really enjoy.
So when we get there and they charge us $40 a pop at the door,
I think so.
That hurt initially.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, well, that's not cool. First of all, when we get in there.
Did we get a section right away at this one?
No. We didn't spend a lot of time in this one. I think that's what also pissed us off.
Why?
Because we went in there was standing room only. It was kind of musty. There was a bunch of creepy little faces.
Oh, this is a tight one.
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't even, okay.
You back?
I'm going back, yes, because I don't even think we pulled out money because after a while the group, everybody's vibe was kind of this is not it. It was super tight. Remember the stage was in the middle and everybody was kind of standing around. It was just hella people. There was no sitting room. There was no nothing. So we were kind of just scoping the scene, and after a while, time transpired and we kind of all got in the same alignment this is not.
That wasn't the one.
Because it wasn't even a section for us to purchase anyway.
Honestly, the first vibe kind of threw me in the first, that was our first.
That's true.
Look at what a strip club looked like. And I'm not here to judge nobody, anything like that.
These are our opinions and feelings of our experience.
It just looked like some creepy old dudes creeping on young naked women.
It was.
That's really what it was. And it was
Yeah.
Do we really want to be here?
Oh, that was our first little taste, right?
Yeah. And we kind of gave each other this look.
Yeah.
We were like,
this is it.
but we wasn't gonna punk out. Obviously, we're with a group of people. You know, we're figuring all this stuff out. So it's like, okay, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Whatever.
So the group made the decision to go to the parking lot and basically figure out the next move.
Yeah.
So we were only in there for like 30 minutes or less.
Because we all, like, what happened was we
tight.
had came in there, we started congregating, everybody started like balling around, then we all just started looking. Someone was talking about it was going to be like 200 a person for a section, and the section was tight.
It was already tight in there in general.
Already tight.
Yeah.
And then, that was the time I saw, like, that one, there was this one, oh man, this is so bad.
What?
It was that naked lady.
What do you mean?
That naked lady, it's her body, like, she had got body work done, but it was like, it was bad. And I told you about
Are you sure that was the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
And she was like the only one on stage at the time. It just made me feel so like, what are we doing? Whoa, what are we doing?
So we pay this $40 cover charge each, right? To be there for 30 minutes, group decides this ain't it.
That hurt me the most. Part of me wanted to stay just because
Because
of
you paid it already.
Yes, that hurt me the most. But
Paid it already.
regardless,
So make the decision. I don't know which, maybe that was the king of whatever, that first one. Because that wasn't Magic City. For sure.
You're right.
That wasn't Magic City.
You're right. That couldn't, because Magic City.
It's more,
Yeah.
rappers and going in.
Yeah.
So I think that might have been the second one. Did we go to 2 or 3? Part of me feel like it was 3, babe. I'm not even gonna lie. Because one of them places, and I know it couldn't have been Magic City, had food they were selling in that tent. Remember?
Oh,
You feel me?
Snap. But did we even go in? Did we?
We did.
We did? I just know there was a lot of financial immaturity taking place this night. And
that
it
was really
like,
it.
I think at the end of the night, you'll understand after we get through this story. I know it's chopped all over the place.
Sorry, y'all.
But you'll understand at the end of this night, we were definitely hella upset with ourselves after all the financial ills. But I think you're right. Because I remember the Waffle House. I don't remember that at the first one.
Do you remember paying? I don't remember if we went inside, like people paid and went inside or not. I just remember we pulled up to like 3 different spots that
There
night.
was one across from the Waffle House. Then, no, we didn't go in. We did not.
Everybody made the decision it's a no.
Yes, because they were trying to charge even more than the other place.
Right. And I think that's the one where guys were going to be charged like ridiculous.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there was that discrepancy where it was like girls were getting it for 20, guys had to pay 60. And we were
Right.
like, nah, this is just,
They're
trying to play it too hard.
Yeah.
So then we all decided, you know what, let's just do it big, Magic City. Take off.
I don't know about we. I was just, at that point, I was just in the car.
You were done.
Yeah.
I think you were done.
Yeah.
But we still went. This is where it gets interesting because now we pay to get in.
Yes. Who knows how much?
I don't even know. It hurt. I know that. So it hurts to get in. We go in, we find a section, everybody's cool, we sit down, and then we're like, okay, we need to get some money out. You stay there. I don't know what happened while I was gone. I'm over at the ATM. There's a little bit of a line, whatever. Once I get the money, comes out in 20s. It's an ATM, so I'm like, oh, I need to get ones. You gotta go to the front and get ones.
I didn't know that part.
It was such a finesse. You go to the ATM, you pay the ATM fee, they give you 20s, you go to the front, you ask for ones, they charge you to exchange your ones.
And we took out how much?
I tried to get $100 on the dot.
Exactly.
I tried to get $100 on the dot, y'all.
You can call us cheap, call us
Call
whatever you
me
want.
whatever. $100 on the dot, and I was like, look, we not finna come in here
We're just
and
not like that.
throw our hard-earned money like that. Like, if I wanted to throw money like that, we going back to the crib, right here.
Okay.
Either way, we get back with the ones. Bay's there sitting, we're chilling,
Yeah.
everybody else is happy. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, everybody else put out some
Everybody's
racks.
having a great time.
Everybody else put, like,
Yeah.
they did it quote unquote correct.
Yeah. 100%.
They did it correct.
They wanted that like bad.
Yeah, they wanted that, like, the real
The
experience.
experience, yeah.
Throw it up in the air, watch it
Yeah.
all come down. We didn't have that, all right? They were making it rain. We were just trying to make it precipitate lightly, maybe a slight drizzle.
Little drizzle.
Nothing too crazy. So, you know, our
It was a lot of us. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
the strippers got paid.
whoever was in our
Okay,
section
yeah.
made racks that night. Regardless of our little 100.
Yeah.
You know, we were honestly, we were on the outer part of the section.
Yeah.
Right next to the exit, just kind of sitting there like, you know, this is our first
Again,
time.
this is like the 3rd stop, y'all, at this point.
Yeah,
So it's
she's
kinda
tired.
like, yeah.
She's over it. We've already paid enough covers. I'm thinking about like, yo, we gotta make this 100 stretch because I'm not finna go back to no
Pull out
ATM
another
and pull out
one.
another.
Oh my gosh.
Then while we're sitting there, random stripper comes up behind me,
Yep.
taps me on my shoulder, and like whispers in my ear while I'm next to you, and says, "Hey, do you want a massage? I'm a professional masseuse." And I said, "Nah, I'm good."
I thought she started massaging your shoulder.
Nah, she came up like this and was like, "Do you need a massage?" And gave like, you know, like that. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, that the pressure on the shoulder. It wasn't a full on thing, whatever. Obviously, I'm sitting right next to you. So then I was like, I'm okay. And then looked back at you and I was like, do you think that there's professional massage people? Do you think that there's actually professional masseuses at strip clubs?
I kind of, well, what extent of professional do you mean?
I don't know.
I think there's masseuse there. I do. I don't know what level. I don't know if they're certified. I don't know.
Look, I wasn't finna
They got
accept
their
no
license.
type of massage in there from no naked woman. That's just, no.
And I remember when we pulled up to the section too, when we got there, like a show was about to start or started when we got there too. Because remember, they came out on the stage and
Oh yeah,
some of
everybody
them
was
had the
going
thongs,
crazy.
some of them booty ass naked. And we saw parts of people
That we
we
just,
shouldn't have, we feel like we never should have saw.
I ain't gonna cap to y'all.
Wide open.
I've seen some things in my day. Okay, but I just, for some reason, it felt so dirty.
And that's what, I don't know, like it's not a disrespect or again judgment to anyone. It's just how, like we can't help, or I'm speaking for myself, I can't help how it made me feel. I felt bad. I know that that's the culture, like that's what, and they're there for that, but like I just felt bad. Like I don't know, I just didn't feel, I didn't feel like I was empowering her. I didn't feel, and you know, that's what my platform, that's who I am. I'm all about empowering women and stuff, and it was just a lot from the first one that we pulled up to, seeing them old creepy men, like.
Yeah, and like, no, the first one was like super creepy.
You know, that was
like,
already.
there was one old dude that really stuck out to me at that first one that had like, he had grabbed this girl and like all he was doing was like, I guess holding her against the wall. And like her
she
face,
was just naked and just,
her face looked so uncomfortable, and his face looked so creepy.
And it's like, because I'm paying
Yeah,
here, I get to do with you what I want.
And my heart went out to a lot of these girls because I know for a fact, like I get that, you know, it probably pays well and all that stuff, but like I know they can't possibly like some of that stuff.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
I don't know. Look, and these are just our opinions.
These are our opinions, but
Man.
it was
Her face
hard.
said she didn't like that.
Yeah.
Her face
You can tell
specifically.
some of them with some of the men or some of the clients or whatever.
Yeah.
But
we had one specific dancer in front of us.
at our okay, so flip back to the Magic City last place.
So we're sitting at the section, all around us, you know, money is raining.
Yeah.
So like honestly, us like kind of drizzling our ones here and there, couldn't even tell.
And when we ran out, we ran out.
Yeah.
Okay, we just didn't. We're not. Josh and I, and that's something that I feel like is a bit interesting in terms of this social media industry and stuff. A lot of it is flex culture. We are not flexers like that. Like we're just not.
We like. You never seen me with a diamond chain, like you've never seen with a decked out bedazzled red.
We're just not those type of people. It's no like we're not shading or whatever people want to do with their life. That's what they do with their life. We know we know ourselves well enough to know that's not us.
Yeah,
is, I guess what I'm trying to get at, which
so,
is also fine.
And I guess the group of people that we were with, that's what they like.
That's their life. Yeah, that's their life.
Like they were living.
And
so
that's cool.
Yeah, and we're just
really,
along for the ride.
We just really realized like, okay, this life isn't us.
Not for us.
This isn't us.
And like, I don't know about you, but I was like playing this weird game of trying to guess their life stories as to like what got them
to this point.
I almost wanted to ask, but then I was like, that's not like the appropriate thing.
Absolutely not. I'm glad you didn't. And also, I mean, there's a lot of reasons. Some of them just don't have. Well, I've heard the stories of like they didn't have any other way or route of making money fast to take care of their kids or take care of their family. Like a lot of them just are.
I mean, I know there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into that. Women specifically are making like a lot of sacrifice for their families, and I can do nothing but respect that. But at the same time, I can also say like I felt really bad being in there. I don't know. As a guy, it just didn't feel right, especially because like I have you, and I was like, this is even weirder because like
it's a very because we talked about this in our last Therapy Thursday. Strip clubs are just a very hypersexual, obviously, environment. Like it's meant to sell sex, so to speak. So the way we essentially navigate our relationship and stuff, it's not geared towards entertaining that type of environment. Yeah, and behavior, so to speak. Like we wouldn't naturally insert ourselves into something like that because it's not aligned with happy, healthy, hydrated relationship in our eyes.
And like, to be honest with you, like I'm just a real fan of your body. And so like to have all these other ones and then like on top of that, give my money away, it just felt like a compromise of character.
I'm wondering too though, is it your upbringing? I mean, both of our upbringing, but yours in particular, like, because most guys wouldn't react or have felt the way that you feel this heavily about it, but like
maybe
you were
not
really raised like a very different way.
I was definitely raised in a church, small town, like no strip clubs within
none. Oh my gosh, none.
There was like that kind of
you're right.
Was nowhere. That culture was new to me. The second that I stepped into that life, like that was the first time I stepped into whatever that was.
Right.
Like I don't know, I almost want to call it like rap culture. Like I just was not exposed to that, like strip clubs, like women, all this stuff. Like I wasn't exposed to that ever in my life. Right. So it was just a very new feeling, and for some reason in my heart, it just didn't feel right at all. So I almost felt real bad about losing that honcho.
Oh my gosh, there was this one girl. I know it's her job to be thirsty for the money, but it was like to me a little above and beyond with the thirst.
But she also knew who was in that section.
Oh, 100,000%.
She
actually the first couple clubs, right? Because I guess too, again, we were with a group of big time influencers. Like this is YouTube Black, so
like there's a dozen.
A lot
big time
of our
influencers.
faces are very recognizable.
Yeah. It's almost like what was it? It's a whole lot of money in the mouth. I think we came in on one of those songs. Actually, no, that song wasn't even out by then. But that's the energy that it felt like when we came in.
And there was a couple times where some would come in particular to our section to get rained on. And they got the rain. They
definitely did.
They got our drizzle.
If they came to our side, it was light precipitation. But if they kind of like drifted to the middle or over to the other side or the other corners of the whatever, it was raining. Raining.
And the thing about me too, since a baby, my mom has told me, but like I've always been a people watcher. I don't say much at all. I would just watch the room. And that's almost like the worst environment to be in because it looks like you're being super judgmental or like whatever. But because I've never been in a situation like that or anything, I'm just watching all of this stuff transpire. And I'm taking it in, I'm digesting. And essentially trying to figure out like, is this me? Is this for me? Is it not? How am I feeling? And I thought something was wrong with me too. Because the group that we were in were enjoying it so much. And I felt like very abnormal, like, is something wrong with me? Why I don't, am I not understanding? Because I couldn't immerse myself into it. I just couldn't.
If you think you felt weird, I mean, as a guy, like...
Yeah, I know you feel...
All I hear is guys talking about like, hit the strip club, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good time, throw some money, this, that, and third. It never really appealed to me when I heard it outside of it, being inside of it. I kind of now understood why, but it just seemed like everybody else was cool with what was going on. We really felt like oddballs that night. And I think...
And both of us are from a small town now that I think about it. Whereas a lot of people we were with are from that culture, like rap culture, like... Yeah,
there was a lot of big city, big names there. And we were...
It's a small town girl. Oh, in a lonely world.
Indianapolis, like it's...
Right.
I don't even know if there's a strip club in Indianapolis.
Probably the downtown, but you weren't even in Indianapolis. You were in the Caucasus suburbs.
Yes, I was in a suburb, like 20 minutes out from Indianapolis, and I never even thought to myself, let's go to the strip club. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Kind of below y'all's thoughts, feelings, and opinions, obviously, on it and stuff. Whether you're aligned with us or not, we always like to have like an open forum and dialogue going on in the comment section because it's just interesting. Going through different life experiences and stuff like that. But
and I thought the story would be funnier, but now when I look at it,
it was
more so just like
I thought it was gonna be funny.
I thought it would be a funnier story. But wow, it was just man.
It was a culture shock.
It was a culture shock. We just ran into something different.
Yeah.
That we never experienced before. And again, we're not here trying to come at strippers and their
Nope.
occupations. Nobody that attends the strip club. Honestly,
Your business is your business.
Yeah, I'm real cool with everybody doing exactly what it is with their time and their lives, however they want to do it. I just know from our perspective,
it's not for us.
it just wasn't.
It's not for us.
It just wasn't, man.
I also know I don't love staying out super late like that either. And I'm trying to think of how long between going to rotating three different strip clubs
Babe,
in
we
one
came
night.
back-
We left late in the first place.
Yeah, we came back at like 2. And like, I think the longest part of it was us just either commuting or us just waiting for everybody to make decisions. Because it was a group of people
So many people.
trying to like all figure out
What's next?
what's the next move?
And then what's
Is
next?
this the move?
Yeah.
Or like, are we going here? Are we going there? Kind of thing.
Oh, let me also note too why I should have known that it wasn't for me before we even went. I don't like sweaty. I don't like sweaty, hot, especially not naked environments. So like, it doesn't matter whether it was a stripper, a bestie, whoever. If you naked and sweaty, don't dance on me. Don't touch me. Basically, I'm just a germaphobe in the first place.
Yeah.
Which is also why like that probably wasn't the best environment.
It was kind of muggy too in all of them.
It smelled real interesting.
Hey, that is definitely
It smelled interesting.
It's an acquired taste for that smell. It wasn't sunshine and rainbows. It wasn't
Febreze in that mug. Although it would be smart for them to have a little Febreze air fit.
like all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should
Or
have those like on
a
blast.
timer. That would be smart.
Like a 5-minute timer. It smelled like hot ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't want to say it, but like, yo, it smelled like hot ass.
It did. Okay, let's leave some positives though, or pros, or I don't know if it either. But I was gonna say one thing I will, I guess, commemorate about strippers in particular, their athleticism and strength is on a different level though.
Yo.
Because I have taken a strip class before. Or pole dancing class before. And that is hard.
Yeah, they was busting some moves. Like,
It's hard.
I don't know if y'all ever seen like, who knows? Maybe you've been in a strip club before, but this girl did this thing where she was
And then held it.
Held
and
it.
then spin around and stuff. Like that.
and then came
The
down.
acrobatics is really dope, honestly.
It was like a doggone.
I'll say that.
She like skydove out of it.
Like slid down.
Like low key
Skydove.
when she went up, her legs was out.
Uh-huh.
And like they weren't assisting her climbing the pole.
Right.
And she's like climbing
With her
around
upper body,
with
the upper body strength.
And I'm like, yo, I know just from doing pull-ups, like that's tough
Different.
work.
Yeah, that's different.
And she was packing in the back, so I know she had to carry a lot. She had to carry a decent amount of weight up that pole. Not to mention she threw it over her head and then did a sky drop.
Yeah.
And stopped right before the platform stage. I was like, yeah, she's earning her check.
Yeah.
Earning that thing.
So I wanted to just put let's leave a little positive or something out there.
Yeah.
That was cool to see. I will say like
The athleticism. Let me put that. Athleticism.
Yeah.
It was cool to see.
Because there was one girl who like starfished the stage naked. I didn't need to see what was in there.
Yeah.
I didn't need to see it, but I did. And
we did.
we both.
We still looked at each other.
Because we were like babies in that environment. Now
Yeah,
that I'm
man.
thinking about it, even the fact that was almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
As of this year, like
Still
we
scarred.
we were babies.
Still scarred.
And it was a lot to take in. We both from small towns. We also went to a small ass college about a block long. We were just so sheltered, right?
And
so
then, like,
to be in this environment,
cracked open, and we're like, oh, there's a whole other world of stuff. Like,
there's no way I could have did that.
pretty
without
sure
you.
I saw straight to that woman's ovaries.
Exactly.
This might be too much TMI
What are you gonna
between
say?
us, but like, I like a little mystery.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, there was no mystery. Like, even if back in the day, watch a little too much stuff on the internet. Okay, there was still a storyline. You worked your way into it.
Yeah. Wasn't just flat out.
It wasn't
Hit the
just-
slit.
Walk in the door. Back, 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 pack, pack, pack. Pack, 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 pack. I'm like, yo, you didn't even ease me You didn't ease me into it.
You're done.
That's the first thing that we came into. And I like, man.
Dang, bro. That's funny.
Boom.
Stop.
One of them strippers spread her cheeks for us.
When?
She was like,
I did try to, I won't lie, I tried to.
doing the thing and then grabbed the cheeks and started doing this whole spread thing. Did you not?
I tried to block out the night. That's why it's funny to even revisit these thoughts.
Her booty was hairy.
You lying. Why did you look at that deep in the booty crack?
It was right there. You were right there next to me.
I don't remember that. I would have remembered the hairy booty crack. That's deep.
She was supposed to get that wax before she came out there.
Oh my God.
It wasn't it wasn't the whole booty. It's an off night, man.
Oh man. So yeah, y'all. Honestly though, something else I will state. I'm also not someone who even F's with the rap culture in the first place.
Oh.
Like since you met me, I don't.
I can attest to this all the way. This woman doesn't even like don't say the B word around her. Yeah. Not even like other women saying it to her and like the term of endearment.
Yeah, I correct anybody.
Like, nope, that's not me. I am not a bitch. Like,
I'm very clear on that.
And she would fight tooth and nail with me, all my boys. If we ever said that about any like woman, whatever, she would instantly jump down it. And you would fight tooth and nail.
I will.
She would be like, nope, don't call her that. I don't care if you know her or not. Don't call her that. And that's a lot of rap culture.
Yeah. all of it. Even like Magic City is so big because rappers go. So it's like, if I would have thought more clearly the way I kind of think now in my later 20s, I would have made the decision back then not to have gone anyway when the idea was presented to me. Like, yeah, y'all can go enjoy, and we just went scooter riding or something in the city. That was dope as hell.
Yo,
that's what we are.
We're really like,
that's who we are.
We're so lame.
So simple. Man, fam, we be having fun.
We have a good time. Like, we're real simple people.
Yeah.
We like Chicago has divvy bikes.
Oh yeah, we're always hopping on them.
We're always just hopping on bikes, going on bike rides, or like we go to a new city. The first thing we do is look to see if they have like the little scooters or whatever.
But sometimes in order to really know your lane and have a vision, you have to swerve sometimes and try new things, so to speak, to know like, nah, this is the path for me.
Yeah. Type
thing. So it kind of did need to happen for us to, you live and you learn, or when you don't know what you don't know type of thing. But
yeah.
I know that's not for me. And like, again, that rap culture vibe has never really been for me anyway. I don't really listen to rappers or the latest music. It's too many derogatory terms, in my opinion, towards women. There's absolutely I don't feel no love or respect, especially as a black woman, when I hear those lyrics. And I'm not someone like, I can vibe to certain beats and stuff like that. And I think a lot of like our society's culture anyway, it's the beat, it's the bass, it's like, you know, but when you really listen to what these lyrics are saying, I've never effed with it. I just haven't. I can't.
And I can respect it. Now me,
and that's fine.
I have a ratchet side. Like I like the ratchet music, one, because the bass is like, I make music, so when I hear the beats and I hear the bass, I'm like, oh yeah, whatever's sliding. And I hear the cadence of the rap and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, like he's like sliding on the beat. Is he saying something?
Sometimes the lyrics might not even be derogatory. They're just not even saying shit. They are just.
It just be like, okay, like they're just hitting the note real good. It almost sounds like their voice is another part of the instrumentation.
Right.
But then like, again, if you pull up the lyrics, like on iTunes, you can look at the lyrics nowadays. Just pull up the lyrics gibberish. And look at it. Most times it's gibberish. Other times it's not really nice.
Yeah. Also, a lot of what contributes to who I am and why I have like this mentality about myself. My mom was super old school. Like my mom had me at 38. No, she had me at 39, 40. So I had an older parent from the jump. Yeah. So I know all the old school, like the Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Teddy
like
Pendergrass.
Like
we are old
Jill
souls
Scott, like
when it comes to music, for sure.
And it was substance, music of substance, the lyrics, like the love songs that men used to say to women. That's what I grew up with. So when our generation has these other like, suck my, and I'm like,
it's a tiny bit aggressive.
This is a little bit, it's just not for me. I judge no one who like F's with it or vibes with it, and that's not to say, and I don't want nobody to one day at our wedding or something see like, oh, you see dancing to this. It's like I can have fun with it, but it's not something that I consume on a daily, because I do think like what you listen to and consume often ties a lot into your thoughts and your mentality and like a lot. So I mean,
you have a whole manifestation playlist.
Exactly, and it speaks nothing but life into me, and I'm a dope ass woman, and I can achieve anything that I want, and all I think
the only time I really listen to like, I guess, gangster rap or hardcore rap is if I'm working out.
Trying to.
But at the same time, I've started creating beats that I don't even listen to those raps as much because I've started creating beats that like it's just my music. I made it. I'm proud of it, so I'll just listen to that.
And you say you've been listening to like podcasts or something sometimes too.
Podcasts are really cool too. I feel like we're
growing up.
We're too. I feel like we're like 27 going on 38 or something. Like
part of me's always been like I've always been an old soul though.
Yeah.
So I've always felt very abnormal for my generation, to be honest. The strip club was absolutely no different. I don't know why I thought it might be different, but it just wasn't. It wasn't for me.
I knew in my heart that I was going to end up in a strip club at some point in my life.
Well, yeah.
I knew it was going to happen at some point. Like it's like one of those things that guys just like. Check off the bucket list. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually super glad that you were with me because me being by myself,
I couldn't have did it by myself.
I think I would have been like real uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, man. I think it was good to get that experience out, especially before like the bachelor party, because like every guy thinks that's, and I kind of made it clear with all my boys, like, hey, that's not me. I really just want you guys to know that's not me. If anything, that would make my night bad. that wouldn't be a good bachelor party for me. I'm the type to like, let's say, let's go paintballing, let's go laser tagging, let's ride some ATVs, let's do something exciting and active and fun because I actually like games.
We're very different people.
So, man, but a strip club, it's just not for us.
Yeah.
It's just not for us. No shade, no nothing. Yeah. It's just our cup of tea. But that's hopefully this video isn't.
It's funny you said you thought it was gonna be funnier.
I did. I thought it was gonna be funnier, man. But like,
it was
more so. I think I'm more disturbed than anything when I look back at it.
Yeah.
There was some trauma that happened there.
Yeah, a little bit. How much do you think? Stop it, Josh.
No foreplay.
We're done. The video's over. That's all.
If you don't already know, I'm Hydrated Hero. She's Issy Meme Deco. Together we are Josh and Issy. Now, you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, hair grease, and we out. Hey. Hey, subscribe. Hey, new video. Hey, it's